have a variety channel now! Oh! Check it out, link in the description. Gonna be uploading some less frequent but more edited videos on just random games whenever we play besides Balatro on stream. Also catch me live daily, 11 p.m. Central, except for Sundays. Love you guys. Let's get back into today's video.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome in for some more Gold Stake Balatro. In this run, I'd like to take the time to showcase just how great Campfire is for winning runs. A lot of people in my chat have told me it's bad because it resets every ante, which can be true in some circumstances, especially on Gold Stake, where you're usually scrambling for money, but as you'll see here, Campfire allows us to turn a pretty mediocre run, all things considered, into one that can tackle the most difficult endgame boss blind, the Violet Vessel. As always, if you like what you see here, subscribe and like the video for daily Balatro content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the video. This is probably not the play. Seance first pick is definitely not the play. We want the Buffoon pack. Both perishable. Do we want random seal, or do we want chance it upgrade? Well, chance it upgrade provides, like, kind of forces us to slot into a hand. That was a voice crack and a half. Or certificate maybe is just like, it's random value, but it's still value that we can use no matter what. Let's just take certificate here. I'm a big certificate glazer anyway, so like, it's pretty good. Space Joker is your Joker. That is true. Space Joker is kind of my goat. But I'm a certificate glazer as well. We got a red seal 10 off of that. That's actually not even like that bad. There are better hits for sure, but like, I'm not complaining about that, right? Needed a 7 or a queen for the straight. Bang. Working, sadly. That's rough, man. Hope the shift is not treating you too terribly. Could go for an Eternal Swash. That's like a great early game play, but maybe not such a good late game play. I think we can afford it. Just so I don't die here. The window, we get a purple seal, but it's debuffed. Love to see that. Smash like. I guess just hard hunt for the jack. Huge. I need to get multiplayer Balatro set up so I'm ready if there's ever another one. Huge. It's good stuff. Are you in the Discord? Because if you're not in the Discord, I would join that, because that's probably where I would announce if we would do another like multiplayer night. Should be linked in the YouTube description. Could take a Droll Joker if we just want to play flushes. That probably gets us through the entirety of the early game here. And considering we're kind of just adding stuff willy-nilly with certificate, maybe we want to go flush. Flush is just kind of mid though. Like, y'all already know I am not a fan of flush at all. And Droll Joker is like plus 10 mult on a flush is like a fart in the wind, dude. I mean, I'm gonna take it just because it's more consistent early game, which is more consistent money and all that, but like, I'm not super happy about it. Just know that. Play the flush. Sweet. Joining now, huge. Reserved parking on a flush build? I don't think so. Let's just go next. Okay, we got a blue seal. I'm gonna greed a little bit for a diamonds flush so that I could maybe enhance this queen. Unlucky. I don't even hate this play, honestly, because then we get another purple seal in the deck, and we can also just play a flush here. Does this win? Oh, this probably doesn't win, actually. No, it does not. Okay, this is maybe a little awkward with our seal now. That is admittedly on me. I guess we're playing pairs. Smash like. Flushes are good as long as... as you can spam them with the checkered deck so you can get obelisk value. Yeah, but that's like one isolated instance where it gets value, right? And you can also just do that with like pairs on any other deck, so I don't think that's valid justification for flushes being good. Flushes are very spammable, but to account for them being very spammable, they scale like poo-poo stink. You can get away with playing them in the lower stakes. In the lower stakes, I think flushes are perfectly fine, but once you get up to the higher scaling that purple stake and above offers, I just think they fall off so heavily. I think flushes in gold stake is just fighting a losing battle. We'll take an Arcana pack and just hope for some money. We did not get anything of the sort. I guess we could just make a wild card if we're playing flushes for right now. That feels kind of bad, but playing into what we have is playing into what we have. The Psychic, admittedly, is like a huge nothing here, so that's kind of cool. Spent a majority of my day playing Balatro and rewatching Arrested Development, so Shift is going pretty breezy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can't really complain about that, huh? Had a pretty nasty Ancient Joker plus Photo Chad flush build the other day. Okay, that is the one piece of credit where I will give flushes is Ancient Joker is broken. Ancient Joker is insane. Campfire build. I think it's a bit early for a Campfire, but we do have a lot of seals in our deck, and if we just generate like some tarot cards that we maybe don't love, we can be selling those. We have a tarot card in hand. Overall, I think Campfire is maybe not too bad here. We'll take Misprint as well, just for some supplemental mult. Clearance sale also with the Campfires, like pretty sick. I think this is overall not too shabby for us. Let's rip this. How do we have... Okay, I was gonna say, never mind. Forget I said anything, chat. Rip that to scale Campfire again. I just realized they really named the Flush Joker Droll Joker. Damn, even they think Flush gamers are dumb. One letter from Drool. Is that comparable? I don't know. Okay, that's free Campfire value. We love to see that. Let's grab the pack. We'll take Temperance just so we can get away with taking clearance sale one ante earlier. And then we can do this and still keep interest. Campfires at ×2. Chat, what are our opinions on Campfire? I think Campfire is kind of solid, but I feel like I'm in the minority. I feel like a lot of people don't like Campfire, but I'm curious to hear my chat's opinions now. I feel like it's very in to be a Campfire hater, but I enjoy me some Campfire gaming. I would enjoy even more if the blue seal could hit the card that I want, but, you know, can't win them all. It's okay. I guess in theory we could sell this to the Campfire and not be super sad. Let's go for a Sigil here. All right, we're playing into Clurbs. That's fine. We can play Clurbs Diamonds if we really need to. Rental Jokers are just infinite Campfire value. But I like flushes. That's rough, man. That's rough. All right, well, we can scale Jupiter here and then probably just sell this Mercury to the Campfire. I'm going to take the Magician, but I'm not going to sell it to the Campfire just because I think, especially with how early we are in the game, we're probably going to get more value out of playing lucky cards than just selling the Magician. Could actually do this, and I'm like super satisfied with that. Mult and money. I mean, I can't really complain about that. Campfire's great early, but I don't love it later. I'm on like the flip side of that. I think Campfire gets much better the later in the run you get. Because usually when you're later in your run, you're going to have way more econ, and if econ on Campfire is just like a free build. That was the worst standard pack of all time. I have a bunch of... I have like almost one of every seal in my deck. I don't even know why I ripped that, if I'm being honest. Let's sell you. Maybe we grab Planet Merchant here just to get it out of the pool, but also because if we have Campfire, then maybe that's like pretty good for... what was I going to say? For like finding stuff to feed to it. Go one more. Sell you. Campfire's at ×1.75 pre-small blind. Blue Joker is a polychrome. This is a pretty good start. Can discard a purple seal. That's phenomenal for us. Make a red seal gold card for some more econ. I'm assuming this doesn't win, but maybe with the added chips from Blue Jonkler it does. Okay, it does. Huge. So we get some econ to feed the Campfire. Econ from winning the blind. Let's buy this and immediately sell. What are we staring at for skips? D6 tag. Cringe. It's okay if you have money, but if you don't, garbage. Isn't that like any money sink choker, to be fair? Red seal wild card. Like, the red seal is enticing, but the wild kind of means nothing. Maybe we take the polychrome card just because, you know, polychrome cards are pretty powerful. We're also kind of playing into clubs. I'm going to take the polychrome card. Maybe it's not a good play there. We have blue jonkler as well. Okay, well, I'm just full forcing this now. Take you, sell you, reroll one more. Eh. I don't like Campfire because I'm bad at the game. I get too attached to them jonklers. You know what? That's kind of real. That's kind of real. I feel you for that. It's also much... It's also kind of like Madness in the sense that it only gets better as you go... Well, I shouldn't say it gets better as you go up in the stakes. It's not like Madness where it gets better as you go up. It's only better on gold stake, but I think it's significantly better on gold stake because of the existence of rental jokers, because every rental joker that isn't eternal, you can just pick up for $1, immediately sell for $1, and then it's just free value on the Campfire, which I think is phenomenal. Take the gold seal, take the purple seal, because we want a bunch of econ to fuel our Campfire. Probably could get away with taking the steel card here. I don't have huge hand size, though, which is kind of what worries me there. I mean, this is buku bucks in terms of value. This is so good for us. I could even be convinced to get rid of the misprint here, because that is value city for Campfire. Holy moly. Times 4.25, chat. That is crazy. Take that. All right, go next. Staring down the club. That is kind of annoying, in all honesty, but that's okay. I think we can bounce back. We have a good amount of diamonds in our deck. I'm going to play this just for the gold seal value, because, you know, Campfire is going to be doing Campfire things, so we're going to want a lot of money in the bank. This is kind of annoying, but maybe given how much... Okay, I was going to say maybe given how much that other pair scored, we get out of that, but we don't. Let's go. Had a run with Blueprint, Brainstorm, Ancient, Photograph, Chad, and Baron with 10 Wild Kings with all the shit debuffed boss blinds already done. That's why I like Flush a lot. Why were you running Baron, bro? Huh? Anyway. Wouldn't that be like a Flush 5 build? Yeah, exactly. But also, why are you running Baron in that build? Because why not? Because Sock exists and I didn't see you mention it in your build? Could take a hieroglyph. I don't hate that, but I don't really love it either. Maybe we take a peek in some celestial packs. 1.5x is 1.5x. Yeah, but Sock is like many 1.5x's. Just do this. I'm not lucky enough for that. Honestly, kind of real. That is fair. That is justification for that. Let's take that and immediately sell it. Campfire not doing incredible here. Which is maybe a big problem. We'll see whether it actually is or not. Death, I don't think is going to be that enticing for us. Okay, maybe I was incorrect to Mundo, chat. Bang. Let's just make a whole mess of lucky cards. I'm going to play the 6s here, just again for the gold seal value. Wow, that was no points. We are going to need to get extraordinarily lucky with some lucky card triggers here, I think. Okay, we got 1, and that didn't even help. This flush should win no matter what, so I'm just going to greed a little bit and hope that we get blue seal value, which we don't. Smash like. That's okay. I'm absolutely loving Night Rain, dog. Everybody's calling it mid, but from everything I've seen, it looks pretty good. I'm not like a Soul's Head, though, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just not in the loop. Lucky Cat would go crazy. Yeah, Lucky Cat here would not be that bad. We don't have much for, like, re-triggering, though, is the only thing. I swear I've seen Walkie Talkie, like, a billion times so far. Yay, Stencil! Actually, Stencil may be better than Droll Joker. Droll Joker is plus 10, and Stencil is plus 10. This is like strictly better as we scale Jupiter. Plus, it allows us to always have a slot, or it encourages us to always have a slot open for Campfire, which is maybe pretty enticing. Nice. Holy value? Damn. Okay. Let's make you a gold card since you have the blue seal anyway. Let's maybe play the pair of aces. I'm going to greed a little bit here. Okay. I just upgraded myself, so I now have 2 grappling hooks, which I can follow up with an insane fire attack. That's actually kind of sick. Let's sell you. Let's sell you because you're not the hand that we're playing. Let's sell you because we don't really care about you. Let's rip the Arcana pack. We can wheel here. Unfortunate. Let's rip you. We could Emperor, make a gold card. Let's Emperor and see what's in the box. Judgment. Gift card. Is that maybe worth taking along for a while? Just for temperance values? I mean, we could hieroglyph and just take this along, and then we're probably fine. No wheel action. Let's hieroglyph. I feel like that's a pretty decent long-term play. Sell the Judgment. Campfire's not incredible, but it should be good enough to where we can win with it. There's already some value for us. That is crazy. Survey says... Huge. W Campfire. I heard about Night Rain, and I must say 10 out of 10. The graphics, fun idea, cool bosses, and overall very difficult, minus the way you revive teammates in the game crashing a whole lot, but they will probably fix, so it's going to be a goated game without the bugs. Does every AAA game just release with, like, hella bugs now? It's actually kind of annoying. Immediately reversing the... What's it called? Hieroglyph that we just took with the +1 hand voucher. It's wheel. Nada. Let's temperance reroll. That's quite enticing, actually. God, Campfire is so nice, man. All of the rentals that I would normally be like screaming over is just infinite value. ×3 going into the small blind is crazy. I actually love Campfire, dude. I cannot overstate my general love of Campfire. It's so good. So underrated, man. Absolute fire, Joker. Shock, I want to use you. Also, good morning, guys. Okay, you can't just, like, gloss over that, bro. You can't say something like that and then just immediately follow it up with, hey, good morning. Like, that's not how this works. It's the boss, the house. Kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever bought an Eternal to sell to Campfire by accident? Nope, but it's probably gonna happen this run, so keep an eye out. Literally almost just did it with the bus right there. Another double tag. Yo, the negative skip that we're about to get is about to go crazy. That should be good enough. Okay. We can discard all of this nonsense. We can use that. We have a winning flush and a blue seal, so let's just play the high card for some econ. Followed up with a flush. Get ourselves a Jupiter, finally. Stencil is now officially better than Droll Joker. Smash like. Showman on the Stencil would be funny, but we have 2 Eternals, so that's not happening. So bro is just getting farmed for Campfire Molt here. Let's take the Arcana pack. We could do some deck fixing. Maybe when you have Polychrome Blue Joker, we don't really care about that. And especially when we have a Campfire that we can just feed anyway. Could take a Judgment, but I probably don't care about what we get from there unless it's like an astronomically good Times Molt Joker. Like Tribe would probably be better than blue Jonkler right now. I think we just Emperor, though. That is value and a half. Emperor, we get Hermit and more Campfire value. Let's hope that there's a Jupiter in here. There is not. Go for straights. Emperor for Campfire value. Yeah, Campfire's already 5x. It's 6x now. It's actually over 6x. This is what I'm talking about. If you get a run with like any econ whatsoever, you just buy up everything in your shops and suddenly Campfire's the GOAT. And furthermore, we took Planet Merchant in this run and it's not garbage. I normally hate Planet Merchant and would not even consider taking it, but Planet Merchant is actually like incredible with Campfire because planets cost less than jokers. So you can just buy, like if you're playing flushes like I am, you can just buy all of the planet cards that you see, pop all the Jupiters that you see, and then immediately just sell all the other planet cards for a Campfire boost, and then 50% of what you invested you get back. Holy value, chat. Anyway, I'm actually going to play this for the gold seal value. Should have discarded there. There was a second purple seal. That is kind of unfortunate. I'm going to do this just to be safe. We probably had a flush anyway, but, you know, better safe than sorry and all that. And yeah, we are already scoring enough to beat the final boss. So at this point, we just want to hope that we draw into flushes and don't pass away. Planet Tycoon, this is, I think, the first time I have ever redeemed this voucher in a gold stake run, but this is actually, like, great for us. Because we already saw that these 4 jokers score us 400,000 points, which is enough to beat the final boss. So now we just want to have a bunch of bullshit in our shop so that we can just pick up, sell, 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 and etc. On that note, let's maybe wheel for like a polychrome since we're going to be keeping all these jokers. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't say good morning to you, Sneaky Link. What? I said to the good people of chat. Oh, cool. Mr. Shock, have you played Blocks Fruits with your life on the line or your mouth filled with mangoes? This is dark mango psychology. What are you talking about? Schizo chatter, bro. No negative skip, big sag. Let's just buy some planet packs or planet cards, drown our sorrows in scaling Campfire, as any red-blooded American should. See, the issue with Campfire is literally just going to be getting through small blinds. Small blinds are going to be relatively scary because our Campfire comparatively is going to be scoring not all that much. But if we can get through the small blind, we have so many value pieces that we're probably just safe to scale through the rest of the game. All right, well, if we play high card, I'm just going to win, so I might as well play the flush here. Money trigger on the lucky card, huge. Love to see it. Devil May Cry stream when? Probably not for a while, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't be opposed to, or that I would be opposed to it, because I wouldn't be. Emperor for value. Sell you, sell you. Hope there's a Jupiter in here. There is not, so just scale something random. Reroll, buy, sell. I'm actually going to buy and use you since you are the hand that I care about the most. Buy, sell. 8-ball cameo, Schmeckles, smash like, sell. Buy, sell. You are eternal and you would make me lose money from interest. Go next. Assuming we don't find our gold card, which is probably unlikely, but I digress. Let's maybe make a glass card here. Just to make our small, we can find that on our small blinds, provided it doesn't break here, and that maybe makes our life a lot easier. Aiden, are we secretly Dantis? Huh? Hey, smash like for the speculative judgment. Holy double tags. If I get a negative skip, this is going to be the greatest moment of my life. It's going to be pre-boss blind. I already know it. It's going to be ante-8 big blind negative skip, and I'm going to freak out. Let's use the judgment because we can sell that for Campfire value. Pop the Jupiter. We can't really do anything else. Campfire's at 575. Face cards drawn face down. That shouldn't matter. I'll take a devil card, honestly. What else is in the box? Moon. I mean, we're playing clubs flush, so maybe we just do this for more consistent flush. We actually have flush house here, but I don't think it's good for us to play whatsoever, so I'm just going to make a random gold card and go like this. 3 molt triggers scales us immediately out of here. Huge. Bang. Negative skips. Damn. Redeem Hone. Not really sure why I did that in retrospect. We probably don't need any other jokers, but it's fine. Hopefully we get like a priestess or an emperor in here. Jupiter is also pretty cool. We could take a judgment. I think I'm going to take Jupiter. I think that ends up being a bit more consistent reroll for hopefully 2 sellable cards. Ooh, our Campfire's actually not looking that great. Maybe we reroll a little bit more here just to get a little bit more value. I think we're still fine, but it's in like somewhat shaky territory. Ideally, we want to keep this in our hand, but I don't know where our score is at for this. I guess we do have ×4. Let's just greed. Oh yeah, there we go. Give me 1 molt trigger and we probably scale. Let's go. W greeting for the Red Seal gold card. We will buy this. We will sell this. We will buy this. We will sell this. Let's reroll once and do the same. ×3 on the Campfire. That's still like not that much. Starting to get derailed just ever so slightly. Let's sell you. Let's get a couple of more purple seals worth of value. That is actually incredible. Sell you. Sell you. Maybe we can pick up the blue seal here. Damn. Unfortunate. Oh, we actually still could. Okay, huge. Gonna go ahead and play the gold card just to keep the glass card for if we end up needing it later on. That was probably a dumb play, actually. Our deck is pretty large. We're probably never finding our glass card, even if we do need it. But, you know, if it shows up, smash like. I'm a genius. Venus. I kind of want to keep Mr. Bones here for the ante-8 small blind. I feel like, especially with our financial situation, ante-8 small blind could probably turn me inside out, so to speak. So let's maybe just do this, go next. Let's play the flush. This does not win because we're getting rid of ×2 from the stencil. Ooh, that's actually like really bad. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm also going to sell you because you're actually bad for our scoring. Nice molt trigger. Huge. Okay. Campfire resets, and we don't have that much money to replenish it, which is actually somewhat of a problem. Nacho Tong swoops in to save the day. No negative skip. Oh, and Violet Vessel, so I'm cooked. Yeah, Vessel definitely murders me here. Unless I get, like, the greatest... What could I get here? D6 tag is actually, like, really good. In theory. Because I could just reroll the shop for way less and just buy a bunch of shit to get through. Vessel, maybe that's the play. Glass card there is also pretty good. Let's give her a shot. We do not need all those D6 tags, but I think that's going to be like the only way that we reliably scale past here. Ship it. There we go. Okay, that's what we like to see. The lucky card triggers save the day. That's unfortunate. Let me not get greedy and just play the third flush. We need to have a better comeback than my friend's academic comeback. P.S. He still failed. Shock money trigger. Something is off? No, for real, bro. Okay, so this is incredible value for us. Now I think we're at the point where buying Jupiters and then selling them to the Campfire is probably more worth it. Crack this for money. We could also take a Priestess, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do because I need to scale this Campfire a ton. We could crack this for an Immolate, potentially. Do any of these actually help us? Sigil's bad. Medium does not give us immediate value, but I guess it could give us value in the boss. Familiar could give us like steel cards, and same with incantation. I think probably we want... Well, medium is guaranteed value. I guess it's not, because we could just not see the purple seal. If we get like enhanced cards, then we could maybe get steel cards, and steel cards are maybe not that bad for beating the boss. Let's crack an incantation. And we get 0 steel cards. Smash like. Hermie. Pop an idol. Do we want to keep you? No. Sell you. Another Hermie. This is about to be the greatest comeback of all time. This is genuinely about to be the greatest comeback of all time. We have $73. Campfire's at times 3.25. We are about to get only rentals and planet cards in our in our shop. This is good. This is about to be incredible. If I beat Violet Vessel with this, I am literally the greatest gamer of our generation. All right. Oh my god, dude, it's happening. Remember to buy a Joker for sticker? No. No. Because if I buy a Joker for sticker, that cuts my molt in half because of stencil. I cannot do that and reliably win this. Otherwise, I definitely would. Okay, Campfire's at times 7.25. So this is like the best chance at winning that we have, right? Maybe we get rid of the blue Joker for right now as well. What are our chips at? 215 times 28. So it's a times 1.5 to our molt. And, well, no, because if we get rid of blue Joker, then this just times 1.5s. So no, we keep blue Joker. The Swashbuckler, in retrospect, was a really bad play, but if we didn't take it, we might just not die. Why doesn't all dice tag work on one blind? Stupid game. I kind of agree, man. That's like so cringe that we just have 10,000 D6 tags and nothing to do with them, but it is what it is. Okay, very great starting hand for us, especially if we get some molt triggers here. $485. It's gonna be close. Okay, there's glass. We need at least one molt trigger here, I think, with glass. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Now is when it gets tricky. I think we're saved. We need this to score 200k. All right, and we beat Vessel. That was a perfect run to showcase how broken I think Campfire is. I think Campfire is incredibly slept on. If you are not taking Campfire in your gold stake runs, you need to start taking Campfire in your gold stake runs. Smash the like.